didn't help you, Chris. I helped you, Oh, okay. Let's go. Damn. Can't see nobody.
Pascal, when you were about to be traded last year, how much of you hoped there would be two here, and for the reasons that this has now become?
Yeah, it was a tough moment. I think obviously, being in Toronto, I grew up there. I came there as a little kid, and it was a huge part of who I was as a person, or who I am as a person, and having to leave that place, was hard, and I think from the first time I had a conversation with Chad, KP, coach, this was the goal, and I think that just how amazing they've been, throughout the whole process, just supporting me. Not that I needed it, words of affirmation, like just being there for me, and just so much support from the organization, the fans, and I could never take it for granted. I'll never do that, and so it's amazing, it's rewarding to be able to be in this position, and it's like what, a full year? I mean, whatever you want to call it, but to be able to get to this level and having the opportunity to play, for an NBA championship, like that's amazing.
How long after you got here did it take you to identify that you guys had this level?
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I think obviously just that run we had last year, just to see the way they play the game, and that's one of the things that I was super excited about, coming here. Just the pace, it just fits who I am as a person, like the way I play the game. We have a lot of people that people look down on, and just a lot of underdogs, and that's my style, I like that because that's been me my whole life. So I knew we had something special. Obviously, Tyrese, elevate our game, put us in position to be successful. Just the way he plays, unselfish, and just the guys that we have in the locker room, man. And it's been a great journey so far, and we have a lot more work to do. Looking at some of those games and just knowing how better we can get. That's the most exciting part.
You guys obviously caused 18 turnovers today, 10 steals, 34 points off turnovers. What's just considering where this team was defensively, how far it had to come, how rewarding is it that basically defense is what gets you going in this game?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's, from the time I got here, that was a big part of it. We wanted to improve our defense, and we have dogs. We got guys that can guard. Drew, he was incredible tonight, man. Just seeing how hard he worked, pressuring like a all-NBA, all-star, all night, just in his face. And that's not even the first time he's done that. He just got every other night. It's crazy. Double A, I think me, I'm out there trying to do my best, but we just have a lot of guys that committed to that defense identity, and knowing that the thing that's gonna take us to the next level is that, we can score. We know we can score. We're gonna make some shots. We're gonna miss some shots some days. It is what it is. But as long as we are committed to getting stops, and I think that's what's going to take us to another level.
So you were just talking about how this team plays and style and everything. When did you get a sense of just how connected this group was, as far as personally, and what did that tell you about what it could be?
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that's one of the reasons, coming into the summer, I invited everyone, to my house. We got to hang out, and every single person on this team is just amazing person. He's just a bunch of good guys. And when you have that, and everyone is committed to the work, and there's no selfishness, and it's all about winning, that's what you want to have. And so I think just for me seeing that, I knew that, outside of the talent that we have, I just know that how connected we are. And another thing, we're just resilient. We won't stop. We won't stop. And when, there's bad games and whatever the case might be, we're still gonna be here. We're gonna wake up every single day, head up, and we're gonna go to work. And that's what you want from a team, and that's why I always ride for these guys.
Pascal, somebody who has been in this situation before, getting to the finals, what's the balance between sort of enjoying tonight versus looking ahead for the next season?
I think you enjoy tonight, and then after that we gotta look forward. we got a team out there that's waiting for us. That's serious, and they're the best team in the NBA. So I think that, you know, like that's the challenge. And I was telling the guys, I mean, like, for me, you know, I got there when I was in year 3, and I thought I would get back there a lot, and it didn't happen. So it's a hell of an opportunity, and you don't know when you're going to get it again. So I think we have to, you know, have a mindset of going out there and you know, at the end of the day, like just giving everything that we got and knowing that this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
And then just what did it mean to you to win the conference finals MVP trophy?
Right. No, it was cool. I mean, I think I didn't know they had a trophy for that, but I'm excited. I mean, I'm you know, I'm happy. I'm blessed, man. It's been a crazy journey, a lot of ups and downs, and you know, I know, you know, I'm not the, you know, the guy that everyone's going to talk about a lot and all that stuff, and I really don't care about it. You know, I'm just a young kid from Cameroon that's, you know, moved to the U.S. when I was 18 years old and gave everything to the game of basketball. Like, and I just work every single day. I don't cheat the work. Like, no matter good games, bad games, I'm in the gym. I care about the game of basketball, and I want to be as great as I can. And to me, that's all that matters, man. Like, all the other stuff don't really matter. And yeah, like, it's cool. It's pretty cool though, but the work continues.
Pascal, when you guys were 10 and 15, and then even still under 500 in January, how hard was it at the time to stick to what you were doing? And I guess when did you really start to realize, like, oh, we're actually very good?
Yeah. No, I think obviously we started the year, you know, a little shaky, but you know, we had a lot of injuries. We had guys that, you know, I was in and out of lineup, and it was tough just trying to, you know, figure out a rhythm of who we wanted to be as a team, you know, continuing from the success that we had the year before. And I just love the fact that, you know, everyone just stayed to the grind, and we just kept working and you know, trusting the process. And the coaches did an amazing job, you know, preparing us for games, and you know, we just started to slowly just build an identity. And you know, once we put defense into, you know, who we were, you know, as a team, I think it just took us slowly into another level. And again, like the fact that we connected and all together, like that's what makes it special. And like I said, we don't quit.
Pascal, Thomas played obviously off the bench pretty well tonight. You mentioned not cheating the grind. How much does he not cheat the grind, especially when he doesn't know what his minutes might look like tonight? Yeah, no, he was big, man. It's not easy. Like you're in there, you're in the lineup, and then, you know, all of a sudden you're not in the lineup anymore, and it can be tough for a player. But I just give him credit. Like, he didn't play those games. He was cheering. Like, he was on the bench, like the first to get up every time something is happening. Like, he was encouraging everyone. And I told him that too. Like, it's like, you know, like the basketball guys will reward you. You know, when you play basketball the right way and you have you know, the right spirit and everything into the game. And he had his chance tonight, and just, man, he took advantage of it.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you, guys.
Nothing tomorrow.